Mighty God, that's a mighty good crew pack. It's a little hot. Oh, man. That was a little too hot. Oh. All right. Let me just see here. We're on there. I'm gonna log into my YouTubers just to get things set up. We going to your channel. Here we are. I'm gonna log in. Alright. How's everybody doing? How's everybody's weekend going? It was a quick weekend. Like, man, things just... time just flies during the weekend. I don't know what's going on. And it's not that big of a deal because I love my job, and it's always like I don't ever like wake up Monday morning and like, oh, I gotta trudge through the week. Like I'm really, in love with what I do and who we get to do it for, and it's awesome. But man, these weekends, just spending time with the family, spending time with the kids, it goes by so dang fast. It's like 1 minute and it's already Sunday night and ready for the week to start. So yeah, I'm so far having a good weekend, and yeah, enjoying the weekend. Did some house cleaning, hung out with the kids. Leah went out sourcing, listened to our church service that we attend, Sun Valley Community Church, and listened to the sermon this morning. That was good. They're in a pretty cool series right now, living together. It's like trying to like build solid, healthy relationships, and it can be tough sometimes, even when you're dealing with people that you love. And it's sometimes, or a lot of times, you butt heads. You butt heads quite often, and it's you try to do your best to navigate that and extend grace and be patient. All that sounds good, but in the end, things can get heated and frustrated, and so. Which brings me to one of the points I want to talk about, and that is, one of the important things I think I'm trying to reflect on and be better at is not allowing other people to steal my peace. It's hard sometimes, but you shouldn't allow whatever the other person is doing or what they're treating you like, or whatever the case may be. You shouldn't allow them to rob you of your peace. You should be able to understand and evaluate the situation, and hurt people sometimes, and sometimes other people are in a very terrible mood, and that's okay. Or even yourself could be in a terrible mood, and what I don't want is to go through the day getting my day ruined because somebody else was in a piss poor mood. And it happens sometimes, and you just gotta like a water on a duck. You just gotta let it roll off. But easier said than done, because I'm quick, and that's kind of what the messaging was today when we're listening to the sermon, was the simple fact of being a good listener and knowing when to respond and when not to respond, knowing when to just zip it and listen and be a very good listener. Good listeners have healthy relationships, and I believe that, and I definitely need to be better at listening. So, one of the Let's turn this down. One of the things I'm working on right now is I'm putting together a video. Most likely we'll have it drop tomorrow. Want to get it done. I feel motivated to get it done, so I kind of want to, after I do the live, I'm going to work on it for a little bit. But it probably won't drop till tomorrow because I want to make sure that everything's dialed in. But I'm pulling footage from old drives and things like that because I'm telling my story. I'm telling my recovery story, and mixed in with my experience of going to Summit and how God has really impacted my life and has changed my life. It's kind of a cool story, and I kind of want to share that. And so I'm digging on old drives, just looking at stuff, and I just got hit with a bunch of nostalgia of, back in the day. It's one of the things that I'm really glad that I have a camera around all the time, and I'm capturing moments and things like that, so I can come back and just get hit with that nostalgia and just like watch old videos and old things. I think it's wonderful. I get inspired by that, and it was a lot of fun looking at one of the, I watched, a snippet of Leah and I's, wedding, and that was fun, and then our anniversary video, and then saw some videos with Judah when he was a baby, and just stuff like that. Just really, I love that stuff. It gives me a sense of nostalgia, and I like looking back on my life and seeing where I was and what I was doing at that time and just reflect. So I might share some stuff with you guys. I can go, before we hop into the analytics, I'll go ahead and, maybe share some nostalgia with you guys. I think that would be fun, just looking at some old footage of me, and I think that would be cool. I gotta give a shout out to Dan C. Bearded. I already shouted him out in a video with the beard thing, but I went to one of his lives and I just stopped in just to show some love, and he was live at the time, and he has a pretty decent sized channel, and I'm just there, I just wanted to say hi and show some love to him. And then he turned around and gave me a shout out in his live, which I wasn't expecting that. And then he asked people to come and go subscribe to my channel, and I was like, whoa, dude, that is super awesome of you. And I had an influx of like 20 people subscribed to the channel, which was super, super awesome. And it's just that whole, and it made me start thinking about influence and how people have really good influence, especially when they're good people, when they have a good channel, they got good community, they got good people, and then they give a shout out or ask people to go support something else, and they go and do it, and it just, that speaks volumes to what type of caliber of a person that they are. And I thought that was really nice of Dan to give me a shout out, but then also, tell people to come stop by my channel and subscribe. So thank you. Appreciate you, Dan. Thanks for the new subscriber. And if you are watching this and are one of the new subscribers that came over from Dan C. Bearded, I just want to say, hey, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the sub, and appreciate you. And we're going to have fun on this journey. I am currently in the process of trying to get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I'm feeling a little discouraged at the moment to get there, just because it's taking some time, and based on how far I've gone thus far, I'm looking at how much time I had left, and just mathematically, unless I have a huge influx of a bunch of people subscribing, kind of like what I did with Dan. Dan gave me 20 new subscribers like that, which was super awesome, but I don't expect that happening all the time. It just doesn't look like the numbers are gonna match up with me hitting 1,000 before the end of the year. But I don't know. I don't want to sound defeated, because I'm a pretty optimistic person, and I'm positive, and I'm outgoing, and I'm motivated. But I also have to be a realist too, that we may not get there, and that's okay if we don't, because I'm not going to stop creating. I love creating videos. I love doing these lives. I love connecting with people, and it's just a lot of fun. But yeah, so if you're new to the channel, my name's Jason. Me and my beautiful wife, our family, we moved here to Arizona in 2021 from the state of Alaska. That's where we're originally from. And, we've been here since 2021, and it's been a heck of a journey thus far. I am trying to grow this channel, but I also work full-time as a videographer editor for a beautiful company called Small Giants. They're amazing. And I have fun doing this. I have fun creating and sharing what I create with all of you. I've been doing it since 2017. I think that's how long I've been chugging along at this YouTube stuff. So it's been a minute. It's been a minute, and surprisingly, I haven't had a lot of growth to the channel, but I don't really have a niche either, so I'm kind of all over the map, which is okay. I'm enjoying the content that I create, and I'm creating it on my terms, so to speak, and I'm doing it organically and sharing all this with you guys. So I got a little late start tonight because I was laying down with Judah. He was in a rough spot for a little bit. He's got the sniffles, so he's been driving my wife nuts with this sniffling. And so she was like, I'm not laying in there, so I went and laid with him for a little bit until he fell asleep. Poor kid he is sniffling nonstop. He's been doing it for 2 days. He was sniffling the other day, kept me awake, and eventually I fell asleep and he was still sniffling. And then last night, I guess he kept my wife awake with the sniffling. But he's asleep now, and that's why I kind of got a little bit of a late start here with you guys. And then back to explaining, I go live every Sunday, and what I do is I just kind of give you an update on where I'm at in life and anything that is on my heart to share. I'll talk about it with you guys. But then what I typically do at the end of the live is I will go into the back end of my YouTube and just share the growth of the channel with you guys. If there's growth, sometimes there's a decline. There's not always growth. And then sometimes there is growth and there is progression, but sometimes that doesn't happen. But yeah, so speaking of which, let's go ahead and dive into some stuff. I think let's do the nostalgia thing first. I will minimize this. I'll head over here, go on picture in picture. We'll minimize OBS so you're not getting inceptioned. So I am currently working on this video, and then I put some old school stuff, like for example, let's go. Let's see here. Yeah. Oh, let's look at this. This is fun. So this is a video of when I proposed to my wife. I went and sat with their parents. This is where I'm sitting with their dad, and I'm asking for his blessing. And then I meet up with her mom, her stepdad. is probably distracting. Okay, yeah. So here's her mom and stepdad. Same thing. I'm asking for the blessing, and yay. Got some hugs, which is awesome. And then the actual me proposing to my wife in the coffee shop that we had our first date at, which was awesome. Oh. Then I was getting my hair done. This dude's a phenomenal barber, and he was keeping me cleaned up, did like this Viking braid on my hair for the wedding, which was super awesome. And then Leah went through her day. We did do marriage counseling, so it's that. And then here we are getting ready for the day, and then we got married in the Botanical Gardens in Anchorage. No, it wasn't the Botanical Gardens. It was the Gardens, Rasmussen Garden House. I can't remember. This is a dope spot where a lot of beautiful plants were in there, and we got married in there. And that's so fun. And then we had a little date night in the hotel, a little staycation, and then that was fun. And then we didn't have a typical wedding, so we didn't have a dance. So what I wanted to do is what I did is I reached out to a lot of our close friends, and I had them sway, send a video of them swaying so I can dance with my wife like you typically would at like your wedding. And then that's what we did, and I put them on the green screen, and then me and her, all our friends are just swaying there. Stuff like this makes me feel good. I get excited about it. Not the cleanest green screen, so please don't judge me. But it turned out okay. And a little video I put together for her and I back when we were dating. That was our first picture together. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Just tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. And then she was doing a little dance, that viral video with the
let me see you get gone. Baby mamas, this your song. Been pregnant for way too long. Now tell the DJ turn it off.
If she a baby mama, she gon' do that baby mama.
Work.
She gon' put it on you. She gon' do that baby mama. Drop it down,
drop it down, down low.
Drop
it down, drop it down, down low.
Drop.
Oh, it's so fun. It's so fun. Anyway, got hit with some nostalgia today. I'm tearing up a little bit, but got hit with some nostalgia. It was awesome to sit back and reflect on some cool stuff that I got back in the day. But all right, let's go ahead and dive into some YouTube analytics. Let's get fired up. So let's go. We'll go. No, where do we want to go? Oh, yeah, there we are. I'm going to go file new window. We're going to go Big Cook. All right, here we go. Go to YouTube Studio. Blow this bad boy up. And then go into analytics. Here we are. Now, how I like to share the analytics is I like to do it a week and then compare it to the previous week. So I'll go this week and see how the channel's done, and then I'll compare it to the previous week. So let's go ahead and dive in there. So I have to do a custom view. So I'll take this and that, and then I hit apply. And this is where we're at for the channel. And got 5.7K views, 43 watch hours, and 22 new subscribers. Whoa. And again, a lot of those subscribers came from Dan C. Bearded, and I just have to say thanks, man. So awesome. But that's super cool. So solid numbers, solid week. We'll go ahead and compare it. I'll go into advanced mode here, and then I will go to add comparison, period over period. And basically, you'll see purple was the previous week. This week it's blue. And as you can see, this week, 5,745 views versus the previous week, I got 243. So, and then we'll go to watch time. And these are the top 3 things that I typically look at. So 43 watch hours. Previous week I got 24.3. And then subscribers, we already know this one was huge. I got -1. -1 the previous week, which is a bummer. That was like a gut punch. And I got a -1 subscriber, but it happens. 22 this week, so that kind of made up for that -1. But it happens. I'm not everybody's cup of coffee, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. People may think they're getting something out of this channel, and then it's not what they anticipated, and so they're out, which is fine. There's no commitments here. It's all, subscribe if you want. Nobody's forcing you to be a subscriber. So, but I do appreciate you being a subscriber. All right. And then after that is all done, after I compare, so we just went through the comparison of the previous week to this week, which was fun. I like looking at a couple other things. So I get out of the comparison mode. I go back to advanced mode. And then I start looking at some of the cool stuff like the geometry or geography. I'll look at the geography here. So right now, 1,589 views came straight from the United States. Second place is Indonesia. Third place is India. Fourth place is Pakistan. Fifth, Canada, Brazil, United Kingdom. Algeria, that's a new one. Algeria. Yemen, Uzbekistan, Turkey, Thailand, and the list goes on. Sri Lanka. Some cool places. Global. Just global. That's so dope. It's so cool. I have so much fun looking at this. All right, and then I look at viewer age. So, whoa, we got a wide spread here. So we got everywhere from 13 to 65 plus. Top one is 25 to 34-year-olds. That's the top one. They have the biggest piece of the pie. Second is 35 to 44. And then third is 18 to 24. So that's awesome. And then we'll go into viewer gender. Whoa, a little uptick in males, 75, female viewers, 24. So a little bit uptick in the female viewership, which is cool to spread the content wealth. And then let's see here. Device type, we already know, mobile phone for sure, then computer, then TV, and then we'll see who takes the top spot when it comes to operating system. It's a battle typically between Apple and Android, the last 4 weeks, I think it's been Android killing it with that top spot. But let's go ahead and see who's rocking it now. Operating system, Android still. Dang, by a lot. Holy cow. You got 3,814 versus Apple, which is 1,198. Nice. Yeah. My Android users showing some love. That's so cool. I'm an Apple guy, so. And then that's everything. That's typically everything that I look at. This stuff, super fascinating. I'm intrigued by it. I don't do anything with the data, which is probably not helpful to grow my channel, because you should probably take the information in and do something about it to help grow your channel, but it's all good. So I just find it fascinating. I just find the data interesting. I kind of geek out on that kind of stuff. So let's see here. What is the top content? There has been, all right, top content. This video right here in the last 48 hours has gotten almost 3,000 views. So this video is still getting so much play. It's just ridiculous. I mean, it's awesome, but it's like at 26 or 27,000 views now, which is, for a channel like me, that's huge. Those are big numbers. So I'm looking at it. Let's see, 26.4 views, 26.4 thousand views. I've gotten 31 subscribers from just that one video. So if I could just bang out another 4 or 5 videos like that, then I would definitely hit that 1,000 subscribers fairly quickly, because I'm almost there. I'm like 240 away. 240 away. Close to 240 subscribers away from reaching that goal. I want to do it so bad. It's just, yeah. A couple other top contents. We got Is Life a Simulation? I've gotten 1,079. And then a couple other videos here. And then I just find these super interesting. Like these older videos that I've done are starting to get a little traction. They've gotten a lot more views than what it was when I posted them. So this one got 67 views. This one's gotten 87. So it's like a slow burn. It's like a slow growth to this stuff. And it's just, yeah, I find it. And then this live I did last week got 40 views, which is pretty dope for a live, I think. So, yeah. All right, let me go ahead and hop over here, and then I don't think I have anything else that I need to share. I don't know, anything that you guys want to look at that I'm not already sharing, just let me know. Just drop it in the comments. I'm glad to share whatever it is. I'm a pretty open book, so if there's something you're interested in or you want to know in the back end of my YouTube, just go ahead and let me know. And I'd be happy to share it with you guys. All right. Well, that's pretty much it. That's all I got for you guys. I got to get cracking on this video. I want to get it done. And then, I want to be able to drop it tomorrow. So I got a lot of work to do on it. I'm just in the infancies of it right now. So I have a general idea of how I'm going to piece it together. So once I start getting into the groove and piecing it together, I think it will all kind of just come together fairly nicely. So, all right. Well, with that being said, let me go ahead and crank up some music and get on out of here. Yeah, let's go. We'll crank some music. and then we'll go ahead and get out of here. Alright guys, well thank you so much for tuning in, greatly appreciate you. And with that, I guess that's all I got. So let me see, let's just go ahead and let me tap out of here. But alright guys, thank you. Catch you on the next one. Alright. Oh no, I think I'm still alive. Oh, I forgot, since I'm still alive, I forgot I should have cut to this shot. I always forget that I have this shot because I have a little bit of a setup here. So I have some BTS. I have that BTS shot. I have my MacBook talking head shot, this BTS. I should cut to this more. I always forget that I have it in the arsenal. Forget that I had it because it's kind of a fun shot. You kind of could see, you know, I got a light here lighting this side of my face up, and then got a light, kind of a rim hair light combo thing hitting me in the back. Got my switcher, the mic, my MacBook, all of the things shooting through a 5-in-1 on the light. So that's what's diffusing the light, so it's not so harsh. On this couch, we got a new couch too, by the way. We got rid of our old couch, gave it to my boy Robbie, and then we got a new leather couch because you have kids, you know, you got kids, you should probably rock a leather couch, just saying, because you get a cloth couch and man, that thing gets destroyed from food getting on it, juice, you name it. All kinds of stuff gets on it. So happy to say that, you know, we got a leather couch now, which is super nice. And it's a reclining couch too, which is fun. Because this couch, yeah, this couch right here, it looks nice. I like the design of it, and the style is kind of like this minimalish style type couch, but it's not very comfortable. It's just not very comfortable. I mean, it's semi-comfortable. It's not the most comfortable couch. Semi-comfortable, but it definitely is. There's more comfortable couches out there than this, but it looks cool. So. And then if you could see over there, I have our fireplace, which is we have a propane gas fireplace that the pilot light burned out, and I've been wanting to get that thing going again, especially before winter comes. Right now it's 115 degrees outside, so there's no reason to worry about a fire right now, but when summer hits, I want to be able to get that thing fired up. And get that pilot light back on, because you just control it with the light switch. You hit the light switch on and it flares up and it does its thing. And Leah likes it. She'll sit in here in the wintertime and kind of, you know, do her thing, and it's comfortable with the heat coming from the fireplace. So need to get that thing going again. But yeah, so I don't know how necessary all this was. I'm sharing all this with you guys, but yeah, it's fun. All right. Well, now for real, let me figure out how to end this thing because I didn't do a good job ending it last time. But that's okay. I had some more stuff to share with you guys. So, all right, here we go. I think I gotta hit it right here. All right. Well, with that, guys, I'll go ahead and catch you on the next one.